Today I have something special for you. The truck is designed to master what's called overlanding and take you farther than ever before. It's the best designed Tacoma ever, and it's made right here. Why? Because a lot of people have bought Tacoma over the years and modified it, did this and did that to it. This Tacoma is uniquely built from the ground up. If you want to spend on modifications, you can. But it's no longer necessary because it's already modified by Toyota with Toyota's warranty, and it's prepared like no other you can buy out there. So let's study it a bit. That's why I brought it to the studio, because it's really worth it. Well, let me clarify. We don't have last year's problems with Toyota, Tundra, Tacoma, or anything else here. All of that has been fixed. That's why they gave it to me to start the year with it and show it to you, because in a couple of weeks I'm going to take it for a spin in the desert. So they're getting everything ready for what's coming, because everyone on the road hits a bump. Toyota hit a bump, but they've already filled it in with machines like this one. Use this commercial break to subscribe to my channel. We'll start the year strong. This is the first truck I'm going to review, and I'm glad it's this one, because it's the best Tacoma of all time. Subscribe, hit the bell, and help me out. Let's be clear, this isn't just any truck. It's designed and built for all those adventurers who want to reach places without any kind of limits. It's made for them. Check out this snorkel air intake. It goes all the way up here. Now you see why people build and install them themselves. It's because you can completely submerge it in water, and it's hybrid without any problem. But it's hybrid from the very first glance. This already commands respect. Also, there's an accessory you can add here at the front, which is like an iron bumper. With a winch, it becomes explosively powerful in ways you can't imagine. What stands out the most here, of course, is the big logo, which is gold, but a really dirty, burnt gold. So it goes really well with this olive green color it has. We have a front camera, and here, this is a really big sensor. The LED lights are all high intensity, because when you get to challenging roads, especially at night, these lights are made especially for that. They're headlights. Here they say Trailhunter, which are angular, so it also has that super aggressive look. If I go to the back and crouch down a bit, then everything changes here. The height and the approach angle are impressive, and this is achieved thanks to the suspension it has. It's called Old Man Emu, the special Old Man Emu that's designed by the company called Australian Racing Board, especially for this model. These fog lights in the front are rigid, and this is also another light strip we have here, right below the logo. All of this makes it look super impressive, and not to mention all these skid plates that protect the engine and transmission. Here, so you can really put it to the test, so you can go hard. The engine is exposed, there's no kind of cover. I love that part. I think they did it on purpose, so you could see all the technology down here. Of course, it's a hybrid engine. Under the hood here, we have the 2.4 liter iForce Max, 465 pound-feet of torque. This is enough to conquer any obstacle. But not only that, it's also enough for you to go and do the long journeys. You won't get stuck on any route, no matter how big or remote you are. So let's take a look here at the side. Golden rims, the same burnt gold that I have on the front logo. Here, 18 wheels range. You can see the 33-inch territory. It's a perfect combination because the fender, this black one we have sticking out up here, like this, a whole hand and about 7 fingers sticking out gives it that robust touch. Here you can see that the side says Hey Force Max. Of course, the vent we have here is fantastic. All of this, as I mentioned, has been developed by Toyota from scratch, starting from the platform up. For this Trailhunter version, which is made in collaboration with my friends from Australian Racing Board, okay, here, it's very clear. Trailhunter with the logo in the center of Trailhunter. Every time I make a truck, I say if it were mine, I would put these bars down here. These bars aren't really a step because they don't stick out that much. They're more for protection. Here, we have two, one farther out and one inside. But is it short? In a truck like this, whether you want to or not, you're going to be climbing over rocks on all kinds of terrain, and you'll hit it on the sides a lot. That's why we have the skid plate under the engine and the transmission. Oh, I'm not in a garage to lift it up and show you underneath, but it doesn't matter what kind of truck I have. If there's a step, I just remove it and place a device underneath like this to protect it and feel like if I want to take it to the end of the world, I can do it. For all those friends of mine who are overlanding enthusiasts, I'm not such a big fan of overlanding, but I am a big fan of off-roading. Yeah, there are recovery points underneath at the front and back, attached directly to the chassis, which I'll show you. These recovery points are not just for you to rescue someone else, but also for you to be rescued. It doesn't matter what type of truck you have or how well equipped it is. Getting stuck in serious mud is part of the adventure, whether you're being pulled out or helping someone else. That's just part of the day. The doors are really heavy. I like that the whole entryway here is black. There's no chrome anywhere here. They feel like they seal well. When you close them, they seal, and that's important. And here on the side, we have this whole base, which is like a rollover for the bed as well. It's also designed by the Australian Racing Board Group, and I love how it all comes together. This black doesn't shine, it's quite matte. Also special. They've done the best job here on the best Tacoma of all time. Down here at the bottom, we don't have anything because the battery is here, so you can't put anything down here. Are there 2 USB ports? These seats recline. Can you tell it's reclined? I'm going to get in here. I can lift this up. In the back, what we have stored back there is a jack. The space is all the way back, but my legs still don't hit here. Back passengers have access to 2 cup holders here, plus additional cup holders in the doors. Headroom and, well, the little mother-in-law window. Very simple here in the back, 120 connector back here. It's really interesting to sit and look at this. Well, there's the towing package, the spare tire underneath. These 2 red points are recovery points built directly into the chassis, one on each side. Besides already knowing what it's for, right? It gives such a different look to all these parts in the back that I really like how it looks. And if you notice, we also have a good height here in the back. Down there, even the rear differential is protected with steel underneath. So when you hit rocks hard, absolutely nothing happens to it. Great touch. One of the best additions to the Tacoma. We have lights here on the sides, here and here, which are LED lights. So when you turn everything on at night, you can see the line of light from a distance and from the side. But when you get here to the back part, we touch here and open the cover. I think that's fabulous. Okay, but not only that, we touch here and close the cover. I think that's fabulous. Special! Special! Back here we can carry 1,500 pounds. We have the mother-in-law window here is this piece that I mentioned to you, which is special. It comes with it. We have a compressor, another outlet to put air in the tires if we need it. It comes equipped with this rubber up here. I don't know what the rubber is for, but it's a kind of protection. You can fit a giant fridge here. All of those are accessories that you can add here, or you can put a tent on top, which is also an accessory for everything related to overlanding, staying here, living that camping life in it. It has a lot of hooks everywhere. So you have places to tie things down in case you need to secure different kinds of things on top for overlanding and sleeping here. That's not for me, but the land is. Let me tell you how it started. Can you believe it? Does a plane or a car create a barrier?
He says I talk to them because they listen to their community.
For years, all the Tacoma buyers, the off-road enthusiasts, spent their time making modifications so they could live the overlanding life with the Tacoma. As a result, they spent thousands on optional equipment and extra gear, especially items without a Toyota warranty. So Toyota decided, let's make life easier for these people. Let's build a Tacoma specifically prepared for off-roading and overlanding that includes the full warranty. And all of that comes straight from the factory. When you get it, you don't have to do anything. Of course, you can do some things to it, but you don't have to do anything. Is it ready? It looks better than many that people spent thousands trying to achieve this look. The brand worked in collaboration with Australian Racing Board. Australian Racing Board is one of the most respected companies in this world, which they call the off-road world.
And that's what they did.
To make sure that every component they put here is very functional, very durable, starting with the suspension. This bed and everything here were designed using feedback with what people who had already spent money preparing a Tacoma for this kind of lifestyle were telling them. Now let's get in here, inside, which is where Toyota really surpassed everything. I'm still here in my studio. You know that my studio is the entrance to an Indian fishing reservation of the Florida Indians. So here they have their boundaries and everything. But they've allowed me, they've closed a couple of places because people throw a lot of trash here. But they've allowed me to come so far, and this place is still open. Two places I liked were closed due to too many people littering. The first thing you notice here is not only its comfort, but also its functionality. Everything is functional, everything is within my reach. Every kind of equipment you can imagine is in here. The surfaces are really rugged because if you have to wear gloves or anything like that, you can do it easily with this buttons and everything. We have a wireless charger and 2 USB ports. And there's nothing delicate because everything is designed to withstand what we call dirt, water, or anything you might encounter on the road. That's its purpose. The steering wheel is leather wrapped and the seats are heated and cooled. It depends on your location and chosen accessories, but this one includes both. Because also, even though this is the Trailhunter, in the middle of all the adventure, they want you to have a little bit of luxury too. The removable speaker I have up here, which I already showed you in another Tacoma from JBL, is part of the JBL sound system. This is beautiful, but you can't charge it even if you take it with you. You can only charge it here.
And this Trailhunter gives you a little more space in the cabin here inside, so you can use it for long trips and you'll be super comfortable here.
The 14-inch touchscreen. The 31st came and I got to have it. I drove it. This says 120, but I drove it at triple digits. It was the worst time since all the police were out that night, but no one saw me. Everything is perfectly fine. It has a lot of power, a lot of acceleration. And this includes Toyota audio multimedia, which is all in here. Navigation that's cloud-based, of course, wireless updates, compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. We also have a 360-degree camera view, perfect for when you need to maneuver. I'm about to make a U-turn to see how the camera updates everything, and its accuracy is excellent. And the JBL sound system, which is designed for outdoor use. Because of that speaker it has, which you can put outside, you can listen to music when the stars come out or whenever you want. So here in the center, I have the lock up front. I have the soy bar, which is the bar. I can lock the rear differential from here. I have the camera, which you can see there, and I have the option to activate the trailer. In all the 4x4 systems, I have like the crawling mode, the driving modes. When I have the driving mode selected, I have sport, normal, and eco. I always have it in sport mode when I'm driving it. And I also have the full 4x4 system, 4 high, 4 low, and everything else. Here, it has something for the passenger to hold on to. There, the passenger can hold on if you're going too fast. Here, there's a USB connector, so the person sitting here can charge their device. So 2 plus 1 makes 3. This is for hanging a purse. It's pretty convenient here. If you need to accelerate, she accelerates, she slips. Like I said, I can't do it in here. I'm in the reservation. But it's ready for whatever you want it to be ready for. It's ready for anything. I'm going to make a U-turn here so you can see the camera with the 360 view I have. It's fabulous. Look, I have the full view. This road is narrow, so I'm turning around. Up to there, and now I'm going forward. I'm going back up there again. It's done. With 3 cuts, I made the full turn. Super capable. Good visibility on this whole screen. It's not that it has poor visibility, it has good visibility across the entire screen. And if we speed up, just so you have a better idea, I'm on the ground. Whoa, how does this accelerate? Oh my God, I really don't want to take off. I might mess up here. And now we're taking her on the road for a moment. And here I have a small space. I have 2 cup holders here, cup holders on the door. All the seats are super comfortable. Like I told you, this is the best Tacoma you can buy because it's super well equipped. You see that? Do you have anything to hold? Yeah, these are microphones here. In case you're talking on the phone, you connect it wirelessly to the system. And here you have the microphone, so everything you say will be heard. We also have cup holders in the door. The doors also say Trailhunter. Wherever you've gone with this one, people ask me, what is Tacoma? Why is it nice? What is this? What is that? Because honestly, it's extremely prepared and equipped. It's a real beast. If I also move this to the left, I put it in sport mode and I can also drive it with the gear lever. The 12-volt connector that I have here at the bottom. It's wonderful, truly wonderful. I wish you could try it because you would be amazed by it. I emphasize again, all the problems we had when we left are gone and have been solved. Toyota has taken care of everything. There's still a line of people waiting their turn to get whatever happened fixed. Toyota handled the issue and will prevent it from happening again. At least not on such a large scale, right? Everything else is fine. When we leave, I'll give it some gas. I'm still in sport mode. Okay, now we're going to head out onto the road. So you can hear how it sounds for a minute. Now that you've heard it, how does it sound? Wonderful, wonderful. Let me slow it down because it's time to run here, but it sounds nice. It sounds rough, raw. And the torque is so strong that when you step on it, it lifts up. Here, be prepared with about $70,000. Let's discuss what this truck would be like. It's very well equipped. And Toyota calls this a statement of intent. That's the name they gave it, statement of intent. If you're looking for adventure, freedom, possibilities, guarantees to go farther than you ever imagined, with a robust design, advanced technology, and plenty of off-road capabilities. It's hard, really hard to find something on the market that's specifically prepared for that, like this truck.
Some are built for speed, others for dirt or versatility, but this one combines all those features.
Let me know down in the comments if you like the Trailhunter, if you would buy a Trailhunter, so I can see how people are receiving it out there. I think it's a great thing, okay? I'm making the best Tacoma of all time, not to mention the best mid-size truck of all time. That creates a problem with the manufacturers. I said with the manufacturers. There's a huge jealousy problem out there with me. They even argue with me when I say one thing over another. That's how tough things are with my opinions, okay? So this is one of the best, counting them all.